Welcome, my friends and enemies. Glad you are here. Today we got a bit of a treat, I guess, with all the negativity, you might say, going on. And I know I kind of sometimes am letting you guys know about things, a lot of the time, actually. I did want to take the time to look at something that's a little bit more positive, something that I do enjoy, that I think is very well made. It may not be for everyone, but it is well made, and the soundtrack is phenomenal. The game style is pretty casual, but it's like a Diablo-esque type game, and it's the Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. And if you're in the ARPG scene, you may have heard about this at some point. You can buy the three games, or at least they used to have Van Helsing, or the Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing 1, 2, and 3, and they finally just culminated it all into one, the Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing Final Cut, and you can get basically all three in one. Now, back in September of 22, they did knock down the online server, basically the online server that allowed people to play with each other and do all kind of cool stuff with each other. They did take down after being around for quite a bit of time, but the single player mode still works perfectly fine. And if anybody had an online character or something, they could get it back through a little bunch of stuff they announced through Steam. I believe you can get this on both GOG as well as Steam. It's a really fun game, and playing with people was fun back in the day. If there's a way for somebody to mod it to where you can still do that, like have peer-to-peer, that would be fantastic. There might be a mod. I haven't really looked for it. But I did want to mention that there were some nifty little bits about this. So, one, the music is phenomenal. But it's just like a point and click. It's pretty decent graphics considering it's not the newest thing ever. The voice acting is phenomenal. But you can just have fun shooting people, flip people over corpses to get a decent loot-see. Your good enjoyment of blood, guts, and gore. You also have a companion, Katarina, who's like a ghost ghoul. Not ghoul. She's more of a ghost that turns into something different. And get a little bit of the voiceover here and everything so you guys can hear it.
Oh my. That was stupid.
I'm impressed, actually. They do have a sense of theatrics.
We could still fly over the chasm.
Really?
Oh, right. Sometimes I forget how human you are.
We should follow the normal pathway there.
It's one of those really nice, like, there's a healthy sense of humor. There's some good relationship between Katarina and Van Helsing, and it is obviously a normal progressive storyline. But ultimately, it's not so bad. Tutorial's pretty straightforward. Nothing crazy about it. You do get a pretty decent skill tree as long as leveling up. And then keeping an eye out for corpses and stuff typically gives you something good for loot. But the music's fantastic, and I believe when you buy the game, they give you the soundtrack as well. At least it's like in the files, and you can take those and put them into your own personal collection and whatnot. So you go to the character sheet, you got your vitality, your gunner. I'm playing one of 6 playable character classes. I picked Bounty Hunter because I typically do, but there's a whole bunch of different ones. And the world's fantastic. It's interesting. Let's see. Do that and do that. then you can unlock your skills for your skill tree. It's not like crazy big like Path of Exile, but it does get you a decent amount to choose from. I'm trying to remember what year this came out. It was like 2015 maybe, when this one came out. So you can slow people, exploding impact. There you go. Shoot somebody with extra damage. If that's a power up or not. Needless to say, there's a bunch of different ways you can build, and I'm pretty sure this is different from the other classes. I could be wrong. It's got some pretty cool little bits and pieces. Oh, that's a passive. Always go for the passives when you get the chance. That. And you just kind of walk around and have fun finding these little shrines and whatnot. Katarina helps you a lot. There's different types of bosses and everything that you fight. There's what, like six different levels of difficulty, all the way from like super easy casual, all the way up to fearless. They even have like a tower defense piece of the game, and it's got a lot of active type stuff. I do wish a lot more of them were passives, but unfortunately they're not. But yeah, you can basically play this whole thing with one hand if you want to. But I've always been happy with the visuals. I've always been happy with the voice acting. Is phenomenal from both Katarina, Van Helsing himself, and from other characters as well. They have kind of a silly but serious cast. And as you see, like, you have the little bits and pieces of the map that you can see. Lady Katarina. You got your little objective checklist. You can even upgrade Katarina herself and her passives and stuff, and you can change her to do melee, do a range. She'll do a ghost form while she's in combat. Gives you a 10% damage reduction from all damage, but she can't fight, but she also can't be attacked. So it's like, oh, I could take a bit of a tankier approach to things if I want to. She has her own health bar, but hers is pretty big comparative to, I think, yours. Yeah. But like I said, it's just it's a fun little game. You just wander around trying to do your objectives.
A doll boy with a bag full of treasure.
We got a loot guy here. Ah.
What's the matter with him?
Couldn't kill him fast
He looked
enough.
like he'd seen a ghost.
No, don't blame this on me. You started chasing him.
I love this humor. Level up. But yeah, it's just a fun little game. Ooh, hey, where'd you come from? So if you ever are looking like, you know, I'm feeling to have a really fun ARPG. Yes, the online may be down, but maybe somebody has a some stuff. Ooh, no. Maybe somebody has some mod or some way to connect people peer to peer, and there might still be games out there that do that.
Kill the stranger. Bury him in the woods.
The dead guys are
I want
talking.
the hat.
But the wolves all come out afterwards. But yeah, it's been a while since I've played this, and I think it was on a different machine, so all my save characters probably there, but I also don't think I played the final cut as much as I played 1, 2, and a little bit of 3. I own all of them, so I have both forms of the trilogy. But it's just a fun little game, and it's very relaxing. But it's also got a cool theme because it's got the Borgovia territory, got the whole Transylvania type thing, all that kind of cool stuff. So if you're into the market for something that you want to play something that's fun, I recommend it, but I also bias because I enjoyed it greatly, so maybe that's why I recommend it. So yeah, I didn't want to make this like super crazy long or anything, but I did want to be able to throw this out there and say, hey, maybe you guys would enjoy this, and hopefully you do. Excuse me. But hopefully you guys will give it a shot. The final cut normally is pretty pricey at its flat level, but it's also 3 games crammed into one. And I think they added like DLCs and stuff all into it, so the definitive edition, if you will. If you look on GOG or on Steam, you can usually find it on sale during like a special holiday or something. So feel free to check that out as well, if that's what you're in the market for. I'm hoping to do some more videos. Excuse me. Woo. Hoping to do some more videos just like this for other games, to show different games that I've enjoyed over the years, or that I just found and find them really exciting. We'll see what we got. But yeah, check it out. It's The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. You can either get them 1, 2, and 3, or you get the final cut and call it good. Or if you're like me, get all of them, because that's what I do. I do tend to listen to the soundtrack even when I'm not playing the game, because it's just a great soundtrack. If you like really good game soundtracks, it's fantastic. But like I said, voice acting, everything's really good, and storyline's enjoyable, the humor's fun, but the seriousness also gets pretty intense. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. You know the drill. You might know Jill too. I don't know. And then share with people if you think they might enjoy this content. So thanks everybody, and remember, my friends, walk in the light.